everyone. Welcome to another stream. I was able to do my day stream because my sister and my niece both had school and work. So I'm able to actually stream because that's why I wasn't able to stream Tales of Vesperia yesterday. Because if you didn't know, as I mentioned before yesterday, when I streamed last night, I had a bit of errands to run because apparently over where I'm at, we're supposed to get like a big snowstorm or whatever. I don't know. It just seems like another one of those things where it's supposed to happen. Like the snowstorm is supposed to happen and everything. Like it's a big deal and everything, but it ends up being not that much of a big deal. Like it was overhyped and everything. But regardless, I am here. We are here on stream. We're at home, nice and cozy, warm. Gonna be playing some Divinity Original Sin 2, or Divinity Original Sin, not the second one. We're playing the first one, the very first one. I played a little bit of this with Et, off stream, and it was interesting. Which I realized something though, because this game was made by Larian Studios. That's why I made the joke title. This isn't Baldur's Gate 3. Because this is the game that Larian Studios made before Baldur's Gate 3, that and Divinity Original Sin 2. But I've noticed a pattern, because I played both Baldur's Gate 3 and Divinity Original Sin 2. And then I played a little bit of Divinity Original Sin. They all like doing the same thing. They like beaches. Larian Studios love beaches, and I'm not the only one who notices that. I've seen memes around of someone posting that. It's like Larian Studios and beaches, and it shows a screenshot of Divinity Original Sin at the beach, a screenshot of Divinity Original Sin 2 on a beach, and then Baldur's Gate 3 you start on a beach. I think that's funny, but you know what? It works. You know what I mean? It works. It's like when a DM has the party meet at a tavern with every game they DM. So it's fine. It's funny. It's funny and fine. Alright. I need to mark off my calendar here. It's Friday. So let me get into today's schedule. We're going to read more Genesis, and then we're going to get into the game. So, we're obviously playing Divinity Original Sin right now for day. Later on in the night, I'm going to be playing some Crash Bandicoot. I'm going to get back into doing that. We've been playing some Sly. We need to get back into Crash. I have not finished it, so I'm going to get back into trying to play, not beat, but at least play a little bit of Crash Bandicoot from the Insane Trilogy. So we got that. And then Saturday, on the 24th, we are going to be doing our Sly stream. We're going to be streaming Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. We are in Ms. Ruby's area. We're in Hades in Ms. Ruby's area. Yeah, I think it's Hades. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. So, hopefully we'll be able to finish that area on Saturday before I have to go to work. Because I would rather do it before work instead of after work. Because, my goodness gracious, like, Saturdays are it's not a long night like my Wednesday nights, but the thing that we had to do on Saturdays, it makes it drag on, and it's exhausting. I'm not gonna lie. And Sunday, if that snowstorm is as bad as it is, and I have electricity, then I'll stream for church and everything. We'll have our own, like, little church, because if it's as bad, I'm not gonna be able to go to church. I want to snooze that ad that's about to come on, because you guys have been waiting too long. I feel bad. And then I do have the schedule for next week already planned out, but I will wait until Saturday to announce it, and then I'll post it in all the platforms. I'll post it here on Twitch. I'll post it on my Twitter if you're not following me on Twitter. I should probably post the picture on YouTube. I need to do more posts on there to really, advertise my Twitch streams. And for those who are on my private Discord, I will be putting it on there. So, with that being said, Let me open up my Bible because we got to read our Genesis passage for today before we get into stream. Alrighty. Last night I read verses 11 through 14, which was how the angel stops Abraham from sacrificing his son, telling him, hey, we see that you fear God and you will do anything, and then a ram came behind or whatever. It's not whatever, but you know what I mean. We are now going to read verses 15 through 19, which the title of those verses is Abraham is again blessed. So Genesis chapter 22 verse 15. And the angel of the Lord called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time, and said, By myself have I sworn, saith the Lord, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore. Seashore. That was almost a tongue twister for me. And thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. So Abraham returned unto his young men, and they rose up and went together to Beersheba, and Abraham dwelt at Beersheba. Make a little marking where I left off. I think that's fascinating. And I think that it was like the stepping stone of, because this is way before Jesus. If you notice a pattern, because God told Abraham, hey, you have your only son, I want you to sacrifice him. And it was a test to show Abraham's devotion and see if he actually fears him or not. And that was living proof. And then our God does it like thousands of years later to his begotten son, where that's how we our brain work. That's where we're forgiven of our sins and everything through the blood of Christ, who was sacrificed. That was God's only son. So I find that fascinating. That's what I read Genesis a lot, because I read it on TikTok, and I'm technically rereading it to you guys, actually. And I need to get back into reading my Bible on TikTok, because we're in Exodus. We have not moved since then, but I haven't been on TikTok much. But it's there, as I say, that you can follow me on. I'm hoping to post more videos this year on it. Alright, let's get into the game. Alright, let me turn down the music. Oh, hi. Why did I do that? Alright, there we go. Alright, let's turn down the music volume a little bit. It's nice music, but let's just turn it down just a wee bit. Alright. Single player. We're gonna do Explorer mode because I'm still new at it. If you prefer story, exploration, yeah. So I'm gonna do Explorer mode. Alright. Character creation. Let's see. Battle main. I'm gonna be a cleric. Make him a cleric or something. There we go. I'm gonna make her a cleric.
Careful! It's better to detonate that. Perhaps I can... Look out! There must be a way to spring this trap safely.
Sure. Cleric. The seven gods may be almighty. Oh, this is all read. Almighty, but they hardly expect to fight their own wars. Thus, an order of ascetics devoted to the seven gods and practice in the arts of war and healing carries out the will of the divine. These men and women are trained to transform a Spartan diet of crickets and snow into the raw strain necessary to turn the tide in the holy war. In any holy war. They restore and regenerate their allies as thoroughly as they annihilate their foes. Enemies of source and all unrighteous magic. Clerics are the cleansing hand of the gods made manifest for centuries. Clerics have worked alongside the order of the source hunters to purify the land of evil. Oop. She's at. I love how this is important. Sure. I can customize this. Oh. Encourage. To cure wounds. Honest fist, smash your enemy and knocks them down. Do cunning fist. And regeneration. And hand in. And then so you can learn and allows you to learn use during novice. Alright. Increases your damage while crushing enemy. More pressure every time you hit, you get hit. Yeah, it's 50% not losing their ability. Sure. No, let's just accept that. And your name. We're gonna make Sariva on this one. Now you. We'll keep you a female. Witch, wizard, battle maid. We already got a cleric, chanter, fighter, knight, ranger. Rogue, shadowblade. What's an enchanter do? Orcs? Puppets, creatures of the void, dolls. For the enchanter, enemies are more toys than threats, and battle is equal parts play and experimentation. Raised by a dedicated natural philosopher, the enchanter grew up believing the less desirable races were profoundly important. A living orc could be experimented upon in ways one would never dream of applying to a human after all. Trained to assist in capturing and controlling these test subjects, the enchanter's expertise is unparalleled. What those natural philosophers didn't expect, however, was for their well-trained enchanter to realize the horror of their experiments and to turn that expertise against them. The source hunters who pulled them down from the spikes upon which they'd been compelled to impale themselves offered the enchanter choice: rot in jail or turn those powers of manipulation towards the greater good. Try to find, because right now I'm elegant right now. Try to find one that would be elegant. Not, I know, let's do ranger. The archers of the Southern Peaks need no introductions. Any lost hunters or curious wanderers who happen upon them are made aware of this fact by a swift arrow through the heart. Self-sufficient nomads, the archers have no concern for the affairs of lowlanders and are loath to descend from the sparse mountains they call home. Only once in all history did the tribe deign to join the affairs of the mainland to fight the ever-encroaching war against the Swords King Brachus Reds. Since Brachus defeat the archers have once per generation offered their finest soldier to the Order of the Source Hunters in an effort to rout Source before it ever made rise again. These soldiers are unmatchable in Revelian for the marksmanship and ability to strike unseen like a mountain wind. Let's make you a male. Do I have male archers? I think I'm pretty sure I do. Let's make a rascal.
A whetstone wheel.
What could that have done?
There must be a way to spring this trap safely.
Yeah, why do they have to be so buff?
Look out!
Have I got anything that needs a good firing?
Okay. Alright, we'll just make this as elegant. Elegant kind of has like a tan of skin. Wish I could zoom in on the head. Let's see. Let's see. That's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, no. These are fine. Your name. Oops. It's on to me. Elegant. Alright. Hold on. There was a hair. Where was it? There we go. I think that's as good as I get. Alright, let's go. Are you sure you're done hunting character scan for all your characters? Yes.
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source Hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Larian Studios presents.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The cam wants you up on deck. Hear them calls? Means we're close to shore.
I forgot to put on
Don't
subtitles.
Going there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in. Source in a city like Sicil, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicil. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
Source Hunters. Oh, the music is so pretty. Larian, you know how to make good games, I swear. Always stand by Larian Studios, honestly. That's why I have some of the music, like even the Baldur's Gate 3 music, it's on my phone. Like that's the music I usually listen to. It's like really good gaming music. Alright, we are here now. On the beach. Cleric Soreva Lazelli. I guess switch between. Oh, okay. And it's like Baldur's Gate 3. Choose which one. You know what? Since I'm elegant, I'm gonna play as myself. The Ranger. Alright, let's go. Take that.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Alright, what's over here? A show. I guess they're remaking this one. I think. Oh, hold on. What's over here? I'm just looking at stuff. An empty flask. Okay, you had to have a strange in that throwing it far away would improve the status somewhat. Might as well fill ours. No, we'll just take it. Knock down arrows. Excellent.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage?
Let's read it. June 21st. Rejoice for the status have granted my wish. Their whimsical nature, however, must not be taken lightly. So before I soar through the sky like an eagle, I shall attempt to mere hop from the cliffs down at the beach. This should be a small feat for the man that can fly. If this experiment is successful, the sun shall be my next target.
Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues, of all things.
Pure madness. How could someone be so utterly naive?
Rivellon is no stranger to the supernatural. He might well have flown into the sunset and looked down at us cynics, laughing.
Dramatic one, romantic one. Okay. Let me go to those steps. I don't know which way's the right way now, and I want to explore.
Source hunters, how did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
Wait a
You
minute.
say, Madam Connie.
Is that the one who voiced Minthara? Is that the same one? I think that's the same one. It sounds like Minthara.
Arise, fair dead. Seize upon our enemies.
Alright.
Rapid fire!
I don't have no answer point. I will get in front. Aha! Ow!
The time of your death is at hand!
Bonk.
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside? Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
I would say for... We can't turn away from such an audacious show of swords. Let's investigate the tomb and see what the answers it might reveal.
Indeed, for all we know, these dark-dealing thieves may be involved with Councillor Jake's murder.
So I have to... There, but I want to explore. Hold on. Anything over here? Yeah, shell here. Alright, I think that's all for here. Alright, let's go back. Let's go, girls. Go in here. I entered the dungeon behind you. Alrighty. Bone pile. None here.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
Don't put a locked door or chest. You can find the key, learn lockpick, or use brute force. I don't want to use brute force because I don't want to break my stuff. Because that says that apparently you could break your stuff.
This seems to be broken.
Oh. Into battle. I'll take it. Ooh. Move a container in the inventory window by dragging the left mouse button. I like right here. We got a poison flask. We'll take that. Alright, looking at oil flask. Alright.
Careful! There's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
Be careful. Checking every little bit. Just check this way since we're going this way. There we go. Oh, nice. Poison arrows.
Fastened tighter than the treasury.
Go. Gotta find any keys or something.
I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
We got apple juice that looks like poison to me. That's some green apple juice. Oh, parchment. Gravekeeper Rage Quinn. Tend the graves in the antechamber before moving into the inner rooms. To proceed, stand very close to the impressed door and press a button that appears on its right hand side. Knockout arrows. I mean, all the arrows for my archer here. Elegant the archer. They didn't have ours, so I had to pick something.
I've spotted something interesting.
We made short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long.
Yes, I know. Take that. Found the rain scroll. Make it rain.
Nurtures our land.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Oh, the key. Nice. I think that's for crafting, I'm guessing. Ooh, she almost stepped on that mine. I saw that. Fuse, okay. Oh, me. And the lockpicks. I can go lockpick one of those chests over there. Ooh, more lockpicks, nice.
What's this? I found something.
What did that do? don't know what it is. Okay, I don't know what that does, but we found some. Oh, was it for this on here? Shears. Oh, this is a weapon.
Well,
Well,
what's this I've spotted?
What's this I've spotted?
Well, what's this I've spotted?
Oh, shit.
Flying fire!
Oh, that was a close one.
I think I hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner. Death is its own deliverance!
Alright. Oh, nice.
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
Wands are a special type of weapon. In addition to their normal damage type, they also have special skill attached. Look for the one skill in the equipment tab of the skill panel. Equipping a wand will automatically assign the skill to your hotbar. Okay. Not in here. Ooh, gold. Say gold. I will say the controls are like the same mechanic as Baldur's Gate 3. There we go. Let's get this. A cooking pot. Can make my own arrows. Pull apart porches apart to unchain them. Break the chain stops them from falling to the party member they are attached to. Put the part of my portrait. Yeah, I know that. What is this? Oh, I know. I already you did. Oh gosh.
A living rat dares
that's right.
disturb the slumber of the dead. A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it?
Who are you?
In life, I toil to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy.
Bloodstone? I know not what you mean.
I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust for the treasure of the dead. Ha!
I met a trio of strange cult-like figures before the entrance of this tomb. They seem to have a precious stone in their possession.
Strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. The Bloodstone, deliver it now, and I may deign to end you quickly.
I'll take my leave.
Run if you like, Defiler. Whichever way you take leads you to the grave.
Alrighty. As for fighting.
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
The time of your death is at hand!
Wow. Miss. My turn. Whoa, that's not what I wanted you to do. Ow. I'm taking her for hello, Mercury.
You better give us something with a bigger payday next time.
Mercury_Sal just redeemed first.
Hello, Mercury. Thank you for reading first. How are you? And there's trunks. Where do I sign? Are they on here? So they go right here. Nice. That's a big sword.
I needed that.
Give me a little first aid. Yes, hello, Mercury. How are you?
Here lies Master Ragequin's second apprentice, killed by dying.
Killed by dying. Okay. I look at taking an ancient stone key from Strava. Magic Pod. Alright, so Magic Pockets are a thing. Doing good getting through work. How's me? I'm good. I'm just playing a little Divinity Original Sin. Talk about this guy. Okay, I just... So much to explore here. Oh, Waypoint Shrine? Take that. Ooh, mug of beer. Take that. Pick up.
Mighty ocean, how I pine for thee.
What in the world?
Look, look! A wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer.
Who are you, Sir Shell?
Call me Ishmashel, son
Ishmashel?
of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores. An exiled shell, doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native, tender water.
It seems strange that you can talk.
Of course I can talk. Don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of their neighbor's fur. Huh.
You don't seem to remember the past very fondly.
Time is an indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes. But when your existence is one of misery, she becomes a lethargic hobby. Oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity, when the ruins around us were palaces, and the sun-bleached dead merry children. All this I have seen, alive, alone, alas.
You say that you are doomed?
My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear the ocean? Of course they can hear her, the brats. We are on the very edge of the great aquatic mother, whose embrace I so desperately long for.
So it's this sea's embrace you long for?
Yes, yes. I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. Hurl me toward the water. Swing me as far as your arm's strength gives lease. And treasure long sunk I will grant thee.
I should decide what to do with you.
What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea, so he may yield you long-lost treasure?
Kindness is its own reward, and then there's the promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea.
Agreed. Let's send him home.
Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me the might of your sea-bound witch. The sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a mermaid's kiss. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
Okay, thank you. Oh, nice. Water resistant. Cool. Cool, I'm resistant to water now. That's cool. That's an I didn't go and see him. You can't reach this shell. There you go. Ooh, there's a big shell here. I'm not going over there.
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Scythiel.
Who are you?
We're Legionnaires, of course. On the lookout for orcs, for they've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we stand firm. We of the Legion, liberators of Riverlon.
Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old chum?
Shh! Just pipe down, will you, Bibius?
Seems you've been enjoying a drink or two.
Ever kept the watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff. Boredom's a demon, buddy. And Booze is the demon hunter. There. I do declare it's time for this hunter to take another shot. Huzzah!
You guys are horrible. So you are liberators, you say?
Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that. For that is what we do. Watch over the local dogs that ever so often aim for one another's throat, and separate them to keep the peace. Separate by the sword, that is.
Best way to calm a wily dog is to neuter it. Ha! Spay for pay. Legion's motto.
Just put a sock in it, will you, Biddius?
We are here on the short-term business. Here are our orders.
So, you're sorcerers, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a two-bedroom birdcage. They don't prove a thing.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out of you, one way or another.
I don't need an escort, especially not drunk. I'm gonna back off or face me.
Are you mad? You'd kill legionnaires? Let's just go to the wizard peacefully.
You let these lowly grunts order us around? I thought you had more pride than that.
Stand down, unless you want me to stand by and let them give you a good thrashing.
Win a series of rock, paper, scissors matches to convince our party. 1 points in charisma to gain advantage. Press space to skip. Alright. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ow. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Dang it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ha! Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Dang it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ha! Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Really? Alright, let's do paper. Dang it. Well, I lost that.
Very well. Have it your way.
Captain, come along. We're not far from the city.
Like how to wash your underthings.
Come, let's have another drink while we still can. To your very good health.
And yours, Bibius. Here goes. Oh. Goes down as smooth as birdie needles. And I'll be damned if it doesn't get you more hammered than an anvil.
Better to be dead drunk than blind dead, what you?
Let's get a thing, charisma going. Let's do con for this. There we go. Let's see.
You keep them eyes open, you hear? Shh. If the orcs show up, I don't want to have to face the buggers alone.
The heat and the drink are getting the better of me. Gosh, am I sleepy? Don't tell me you're afraid.
There we go.
You should have enough liquid courage in your system by now that you're ready to face an army.
Read that. Crafting and cooking with Maradino, a guide for urban and feral bachelors. Part 1, the Bachelor's Guide to Crafting. Because, girls, I'll put ribbons and bows on your clubs and axes. Marino the All-Knowing. Whether you're lost in Metropolis or the Shut up, guys. My goodness. Oh, gosh. Let me get away from them. They're annoying me. I'm trying to read it. And they're annoying me. Pizza, though. There's pizza here? Alright, let's try this again. Alright. Alright. Whether you're lost in Metropolis or non-trodden wilds, a proper bachelor can craft all he needs to survive an orc ambush or a single ball. Let's have a look at some Marinarino's classics. A good arrow starts with this shaft. You can make your own arrow shafts out of any tree branch. All it takes is a knife. Then create your own special arrowheads to really surprise the enemy. But we'll leave that for another chapter. If you think a dagger takes you too up close and personal to an ugly enemy's face, try sticking it at the end of the tree branch so you can poke him from a bit of distance. If you're not the stabbing type, glue 2 branches together and you've got yourself a staff. Part 2, Bachelor's Guide to Cooking. Because, girls, dishes take ages and come with too many vegetables. Mandarino the All-Perceiving. Prepare yourself for the most versatile dish around, one that I have dubbed the Sicilian pie. All you need is a wheel of dough and whatever toppings take your fancy. Flesh, fish, or those funny mushrooms? Yours is the choice. Urban Bachelors. Prepare your pie and slide it in the oven. Feral Bachelors. Prepare your pie and heat it over a low fire. You can't go amiss with a Sicilian pie, the ultimate bachelor sustenance. The delicious smell may attract hungry savage creatures. Marinaro cannot be held responsible for the death of pie-baking feral bachelors. Here are some Marinarino's favorites. First off, prepare your dough. All it takes is some flour and water. This is your base ingredient for bread, but you can turn it into cheese bread dough with cheese or Sicilian pie dough with fish. Or even a pizza with pizza sauce. To make pizza sauce, just smash a tomato with a hammer for all I care. Ha! Nice. Alright, cool. We got some recipes and for food and stuffs. Is F5 a quick save? Oh, it is. Cool. Alright, what is this? You discover a waypoint. These allow quick travel between any of the waypoints you visited so far. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's like that one. So it's like the ones in Baldur's Gate 3 where they're in the walls and everything. After you get Gale, you get the first one. Well, actually, we can go to the Capel thing. That's the first one, I suppose. She-Sal. Mushroom. Oh, that's right. These guys are following us. I forgot. I forgot.
Step aside! Let me handle them!
What in the hell's is happening down there? Orcs? Bloody orcs? Come, let's go back to the bridge. Let the source hunters handle their big roots.
Gosh, you guys. Oh, there's an orc ship. I forget how you sneak in this one. Highlight enemy and press the right mouse button and select examine. The higher the lore master ability, the more you get to know about your target. Bop. Dang, one hit, he gone. Bam, every time. Bonk. Ow. Alright. Bonk.
Did you see that? Those orcs had a human commander.
Who was that joker
How
leading
very
those
curious.
orcs? Damn
And how
traitor.
very disquieting.
Bibius and Junius. Didn't they hear the fight?
Ugh.
Filthy beasts, I'll kill the last one of you.
Oh, she looks cool now.
I like you much better with your guts on the floor.
Oh, we have a guitar.
Taken before his time, far before his time.
I'll take that.
Filthy beast! I'll kill the last one of you!
Doing a little loot.
Hi! The Source Hunter! Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs our way. Welcome to Sicil, comrade. And good luck.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm not so different from any other soldier you'll meet around these parts. We've all lost more comrades here in Sicil than most do in an entire military career.
What happened here?
It's these orcs. Now that they have bees in their bonnets about God only knows, we need every hand we can get. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbor to the west of here.
A fireball? How's the sailors making out?
They may need help. I'd go myself, but we legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our posts. Never know when another one of these little raiders might sidle up the beach.
Why was there a human fighting alongside those orcs?
Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs. It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Can you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Sicil?
I'll take my leave. You have anything? No. Ooh.
I've spotted something.
What?
One day, comrade.
What you spot?
Vengeance will be ours.
Oh. I can pick it up. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Is that it? I can't pick it up.
Beasts, I'll kill the last one of you.
Huh. I can't pick it up. Kitty cat.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city.
I was summoned here by a cat.
So you were, and so you weren't. Behold, there we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Counselor Jake's murder.
Please tell me more about the murder.
It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead.
Where can I find the scene of the crime?
Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek.
A counselor has been murdered, so I assume there are some suspects.
So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed, but to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow.
There's something else I'd like to discuss. It may interest you to know that orcs we took care of were led by a human.
A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand.
What exactly is the trouble you're having with the undead?
Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years, the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have gotten the better of us by now. Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane.
But I've seen and heard this isn't the first time you've had problems with marauding orcs.
Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating. We've cordoned off the western beach where most orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools.
Do tell me a bit more about this cat trick of yours.
Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of 2 worlds.
I'll take my leave.
I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. and I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Sex, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
Identify. So you find item guys. If your lore master ability is high enough, you'll be able to identify items. Press right mouse button on the unidentified item and select identify. Yeah, interesting.
We mustn't let the flames spread to the harbor.
We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save her.
Oh, this work?
Claws and orcs have learned how to play with fire.
Blasted orcs! Learn how to play with fire!
Oh, there's a chest down there.
We need more help.
Alright. So all wooden water run a bloodthirst.
What if the orcs are sending another fleet?
Are these the biggest buckets we've got?
Blasted orcs have learned how to play with fire. Come on, man. Put your back to the train.
There you go. There you guys go. You're a drain server, but their ship is fine.
I don't know how you did that, hocus pocus, but boy, am I grateful. Nothing worse than seeing a fine vessel like that disappear beneath the waves.
How about that burning ship?
I thought the old gal's fate was sealed when the arch shaman set his fiery gaze on her sails.
Shaman?
But you managed to rescue her from a watery grave. Closest thing to a miracle I've ever seen.
I'll take my leave. Excuse me. Ooh. Hey, orange.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Ooh, smoke screen arrows.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
A home, a livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do nothing but look on.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than 3 men with nothing more to say than boo.
What happened here?
These damn orcs. They can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here slinging fireballs and swinging swords. Wasn't a thing we could do to defend ourselves.
About finding work.
With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you can keep an eye out, though.
How about that burning
That
ship?
was a right stunning show of magic you pulled, it was. Wish you'd have been around when our own barge went down in flames.
I'll take my leave.
Yards of my loving nature. Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything, really.
Tell me about yourselves.
We were merchants. What seems
Oh,
like
about-
well, you never know when some.
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take it.
Alright, so I gotta find a job for these guys.
Is that why we never sail to Yuthel Gore anymore?
Sauce? Here? In Seal? Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
How about that burning
A
ship?
ship's got a sail too, you know. You did a mighty fine thing saving that barge. For those of us raised in crews instead of families, it's kin to saving a fellow man.
That was quite the attack on the harbor.
Who knows if it's even over for sure? Those damn orcs keep sending us these terrible surprises.
Sauce? Here in Seal? Of all that cursed hunks of rock to land.
You forgot. That loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let him.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Seal?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Conrad.
Conrad.
Cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Folks across Andervale know to give old Conrad a holler when it comes to rare imports and magical items.
What do you think of the attack on the harbor?
Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. Though even I must admit they put up a hearty effort. I'll tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that would be if whatever I sought was something worth dying over.
Ha! Knowing him, he drove.
Sauce? Here? Inside? Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yuthel Gore anymore?
Sailor, what news from the mainland?
Speaking of
nothing
youthful
new,
gore,
sir.
that loopy
Zombies,
legionnaire
skeletons.
really thinks that orky charm loves him.
Walk across the dock here. I'll take that. Take some fish pile. Might as well take some fishes. Oh, it's a rabbit's fall. Oh, Molotov. Oh, nail bomb. I'll take that. Ding, ding, ding. Take that. Let's get off the dock here. North Cecil, West Beach, South Harbor. Yeah, my log. Work sailor, salutes battlefield more than the lots of the ship has helped them find employment. Alrighty.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rot.
There you go.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I fancy a sip skipper. You deserve a drink after handling them orcs.
I swear I can hear that bleeding cheese version from here.
Moo-wee.
What kind of moo was that? Moo-wee!
Rotting sea garbage.
Steady, boys. Steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
Foulest of the lot on my racks.
Alright, what's in here?
Thieves around. If there were no thieves, why would we be guarding this place? Salutations!
Hello.
Hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Courteous, proud protector of this house of Legion goods.
Tell me about yourself.
Courteous is my name. The Legion is my calling.
What's in that room exactly?
This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Courteous, have been trusted to guard it.
Take my lead. Oh, who are you?
Well, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously. Maybe you can start with the two idiots hiding their pet orc here.
A skeptic like you can deny that she loves me.
An orc
What in the world?
When this little charm fades, she'll liberate the flesh from our faces.
Come.
Ah, who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets?
This is weird because she's a female orc and you're keeping her as a pet.
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
Tell me about yourselves.
Maybe before the great orc raid we had time to indulge Ninius's idiotic obsessions. But now we're needed at our posts. I can hardly believe I've been wasting time protecting an orc when I should be running them through.
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now. It makes him a bit edgy.
Uh-huh.
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress and more of a claw shanked brutally through the throat. I'll take my chances as a bachelor, thanks.
What's this about a charmed orc?
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her. A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored.
I see.
I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Excuse me.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
A love potion? Tell me more.
I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical.
Wow.
When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime deal. I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been, spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects.
I'm sorry,
will be
environment's
everlasting
it's
and
advertisement. Let me tell you what I
You
think.
see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
She's got to be put down. This love potion had thought she could kind of vicious it. Let her live. If that potion were true, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. And if thoughts will say, she may prove to be a source of valuable information.
You're right. The information she provides could well turn the tides here in Cyseal.
Bravo! I trust not only the potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and of herself.
You're going to regret this. We're all going to regret this.
No!
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sheiks.
She wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you hurt a horn on her head.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got a foul.
Okay, I already looted those. Let's go. Wait, no, actually, let's go over here.
Halt! These gates are to remain closed at all times. Captain's orders. Wait a second. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognize you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation?
So civilians are allowed outside this gate?
You can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the Orcs did on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus something fierce. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left-field orc attacks long enough for reinforcements to arrive.
Open the gate, please.
I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'll bring some backup if I were you. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out?
One second, let's leave the gate closed for now.
Thank you for heeding my words of warning, Hunter. Cyseal needs you alive and well.
I think that's the developers put that in there being like, you're not ready yet. There's still more to do. Oh, I'm gonna take that, Larian, as...
I don't know how you did that, hocus pocus, but boy, am I...
Oh, I already talked to you, Pablo. Ooh, chest. I can't reach it. Is there a jump button? Like, can I jump? I don't think there's a jump button. I think I had to go through wherever that hatch leads to.
Source Hunters here too. Well, if the Legion couldn't save this place, what are you gonna...
Wow, okay.
Source Hunters.
And then... There you go. The magic of the music is just too pretty not to have it turn up a little bit more. Press and open your map. Important characters will mark destinations on your map. Alright. This is nice. Bouncy sheep!
I've spotted something.
I guess I can't. Huh. I guess I can't do anything unless I might have a shovel. Welcome to Theron's House of Healing. A better life awaits. It's a teleportation scroll. Oh, hello.
That tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, but if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes.
There we go.
Tibia, as my memory serves.
Which of you is more
No matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta de Glacie on the tongue. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late.
So your apprentice has enjoyed some success?
Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
A revolutionary healing method? Can you elaborate?
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it. But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn the truth myself.
Do you have any work for a trio of sailors?
Sorry, but there isn't much work for sailors in a house of medicine. Unless one of them happens to have a secret stash of healing stones.
Let's discuss your apprentice, Evelyn.
She certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
Let me ask you about your affairs around Cecil.
Certainly. What would you like to know?
Do you know anything about Jake's murder?
The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
What can you tell me about the plague of undead?
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
I'll take my leave.
His healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence?
its sick room. Who in the name of the seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and two direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Tell me more about the patients.
What would you like to know?
I'd like to know more about Boris.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is.
Yes, you can see.
Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
I'd like to know more about Stephen.
Quite the venerable staple of Cyseal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Cyseal is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
About your healing stone.
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates, they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded, but it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
I'm ready to make a decision.
You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Boris' life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive some. So we know full well that they would have grown up without a family.
There's no way Boris should receive that stone over Stephen. Think of Stephen's wife, his children, his grandchildren.
It's their own age. Might have been cut down the prime of your life. Stephen's an old man. He has lived a long, full life. Boris should have that same chance.
If you'd like to kill Stephen, perhaps I'll let his family have at you when you deliver the news. I'll even loan his wife my favorite studded club.
Come on. Oh, come on. I feel like the game's cheating. There we go. Nice. I'm gonna continue doing scissors. Oh. Alright, maybe paper. Of course. Alright, rock. Really? Come on, man. That's not fair. I feel like the game's cheating on that a little bit.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Stephen, it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other.
No.
No, this is highly
thank you.
What is this? It's lightning.
Ow. Whoa, what just happened? But yeah, no, I feel like the game cheats that rock, paper, scissors thing.
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Okay. Oh yeah, we are in the stars. She's right.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
What?
It will consume us
What in the world am I looking at? Oh, okay. I thought it was like a turkey. Like dangling with hands, if I looked see its face.
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? Two Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious.
Who are you and how did you get here?
Oh, yes. Proper introductions. Zigzax the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow.
Why is this place, as you say, shrinking?
At last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have.
Okay.
Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. Something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
How can time come to an end?
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens, and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then we had better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
Dragon? Space dragon?
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's...
Oh, okay.
The portal has become active. Fantastic. Astounding. Onward we should go. The portal! It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be you, dear stranger? You must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence.
Can we first discuss what we just witnessed through your looking lens?
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
You believe we are somehow connected to this plane?
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
What lies beyond this portal?
Though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
Through the portal, then.
After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side. You first, but don't dilly-dally. Yes, just as I hoped. There she is. There it is. Come, don't delay.
And he's off. It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Oh, these are inactive portals. Anything up here? To the first garden. Okay. So these are later on. More inactive portals.
I have the last chest.
Oh.
The last chest. The last chest. If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it. Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me.
Alright. Oh. Could it be Milady, the Weaver of Time, Mother of History, author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
It was a stone. A strange stone that zapped us from where we stood in Rivelin to this plane among the stars.
It was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Yes, it just happened. And have you seen it before?
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see, but yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
What is this Starstone exactly? Where does it come from?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost, even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes, though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
If these stones can heal history, we must seek them out.
Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
Not but a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
See what this adds in the Weaver will need.
I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
Or reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all this, mad as it may seem.
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead of us.
Come, I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge. The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days.
Alright.
Off you go then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
I'm sorry, how's her way the time? Or how's that possible?
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot!
Why such a structure? It would be handy to know where to start looking.
Wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide, but alas, such a booklet does not exist. Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my writings and on the tapestry tapestry of time.
Tapestry of time.
From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world. Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and consult with my agent.
I still don't understand how Starstone and the Void Dragon are related.
Why? But the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Dragon are natural enemies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is both history and future history. It is all of time. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the Void. Now, isn't that a lovely mission?
You say you're the imp historian, but you seem to be more than a mere imp and more than a mere historian.
Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword, and even then I'll be back in a jiffy. But of course I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time. I'll be out of a job. So, gather those starstones so that we may know the history that was lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever.
Don't you find it somewhat lonesome being the sole chronicler of time?
Lonesome observing the frontier of creation, surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching yet never reaching shore. Lonesome being privy to all that has been and all that is. Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but one certainly doesn't mind a bit of company now and then. Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the Sons of Sigurd. The last Rivellonian who remembers it died more than 7,000 years ago. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent. My eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Okay. Since I told you the secret waypoint travel, use the red travel button to travel to any waypoint shrine you discover.
A question has me stumped, milady. Why are there 2 of us? 2 beings that record all of history parallel to one another?
That is a good question.
Alrighty.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone.
Let us do so indeed. I would greatly value this as agent's advice.
And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer's spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way. Before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Alrighty. You just received a teleport pyramid. These pyramids are linked to each other and then always come in pairs. Open your inventory pyramid to teleport to its pair. Oh.
What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
Sorry, Millie, I came by way of magical pyramid. I didn't know where I would end up. Oh, gosh.
A magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house, before the divines punish you for your aberrant ways.
What you get for trying?
Using...
Out! No, if you please. This room is private. Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you! Ooh! What are you still doing here?
I'm going. Private. Oh, got lucky. Okay. Oh, nice. What is this? Adventurer's Guide, Field Guide. The Adventure Field Guide. With armor, there's one golden rule. You can never have enough, so if you find scraps here and there, pick them up and tuck them down your shirt. An extra layer of leather or metal will well be what it takes to stop the next error that's coming for you. Oh, the well, you can...
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
I'll throw all 310.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sizefield's ever seen.
You there!
I should have
A
saved.
moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet. No, scratch that.
I'm taking my leave for right now. Right now we'll take our leave because I'm going to save. Alrighty. Alright. I think I'm just gonna end stream here. Thank you for anyone who came by to watch and listen. Tonight we'll be doing some Crash Bandicoot. So I'll see you guys later on tonight. Till then, I hope you all have a blessed day, evening, night, depending on you see this. Till then, bye-bye.